Back out at the Colonial estate. That's a road built in the 1830s. Now the English trees have gone deciduous. That noise you can hear, it's the wind blowing through the plantation trees. We've got snow coming in, but not this low down, I don't believe. We're just over 450 metres altitude here. Snow's forecast to 500. But working there this time. Last time I was here, all these trees were still covered in leaves, but now being in the middle of winter, it's gone all deciduous. So we'll see what we find this time. Try and find the rest of that musket trigger as well. Haven't travelled far, you can just see the car there, so just come in the path. Infinium's going hot already. That's metal, muddy, tin on one side. Clean up when I get home, but it's iron, it's U-shape. Get in my little pouch. Trees are down, some have fallen down since I was last in here, but we'll work through the hawthorn hedge, which is over that way. See how far in here we can get. Trigger guard was just up there, so I'll work up there too. I'm expecting a lot of nails in here. That's a spike. Spike and a half. Well, I'll check that out later. Still staying within the first 3 to 6 inches. Haven't got very far, but we'll keep going. I can see where the trigger guard was, but whether I get up there the next hour, I don't know. There's a lot of metal in here. Surface is fine, 2 inches down. That's a handmade nail again. End of it's worn off, but let's look at the nail head there. Gee, man, that tree up there is where the trigger was, but where the guard is, but yeah, getting through here. It's the servants' cottages. Somewhere along this line, the line keeps going through there into 20 metres, so it's probably still 20 metres till I get to where the 5 cottages were. The manor house we found is up the top there, and it's 300 metres or so from here. Still going the wrong way, but you're following the target. That's iron. Gonna be getting most of the iron today. Once again, clean it up when we get home. It's quite heavy. So it'll be fine. I haven't been down. Can't really see it on this video. Try and get you better here. See that avenue? I've not detected down that before. We asked in here because all the leaves are out. We didn't see it, and now it's deciduous in here. I'll follow that corridor for a while. Got me excited for a second. A lot of high tone on that. This is ale. A lot of high tone, but the last nail was a lot of low tone. Still learning the old Infinium here. That's not old. Still learning the Infinium. Basically, it's in the lock mode. Threshold's where I'm comfortable with. Discrimination set to 0. That's all you got to show really on it. It's nice and simple. I'll keep looking around that hole. There might be something nice that nail was hiding. That's the first hole. Second hole's just another nail, but yeah, 2 nails gave a really high pitch. I don't know. Keep going, see what we get. Targets are getting bigger. Still got a bit of the metal that's stuck on there, but it's getting heavier. Alright. Clean that up later. See what it is. This here is where the trigger guard come over. There's a mound. You go over the mound, you drop down into a channel or a ditch. Just there I got a nail out from underneath this nice sharp broom. Just another old nail. But somewhere in that little bit is where I dug the trigger guard up, but getting any other signals yet. I should mention that channel runs, you can just see a bit of it in there, and right up to where the manor house was. The manor house is just behind that last lot of deciduous trees. And that is the only channel. I think it's probably a sewage trench, I don't know. Someone dug it for a reason. It goes all the way down to the road. But Another spike. Now just keep working up that channel, see what else we get, and then eventually we'll be at that house site. Reading all the journals and that. There's company reports done in 1840, 1841 as well. The manor house is just on the highest point above the trees. What I found last time, as close as you got to it, the more nails like this that I just dug up, you start to find in the hole, that's pottery. It's some sort of pottery. No marking, it's just a shard. It's broken. But the closer you get to where it is, these start to increase to the point where your hole's just about full of crockery and bits of metal. But we'll keep going up, see what we get. That you see there is a beer can. People do camp in here, so we do still get some rubbish, but not a lot of people come in here. Still at that hole where I got the pottery. That's a bit twisted. It's metal, but it's twisty. Want a better description. And it's extremely light compared to what I've just been digging. That's really light. So clean that up. We may just be two pieces of wire stuck together, but could be a kitchen implement. The mystery of rally country, you don't know until you get the coil stuff. Yeah. Up the top now, this is where I believe the manor house to be. It's a flat hilly bit, and as the hill starts to go down there. This little zone here is where I've got all the horseshoes and what's iron out of. This time again, more iron. Nothing too significant. It's in the rips where they've put these trees in. They've dug channels and rips. The up rips nice and easy to get stuff. The down rips full of mulch, but there's stuff in there too. See what else is in here. See if we can find something significant today. Far from the other one, that one's behind that tree, so just working along the line. Just a bit more metal. What I might do in a minute, because it saves digging up all the metal. I'll go down and I'll get the AT Pro and I'll come up here and I'll nitpick some of the brass objects out amongst all the iron objects. See if we do any better with that. Yeah, a little bit of pottery again. That just come out of that hole. So that spike. Could be a spike, could be anything, right? This backside getting full now. Yeah, you start to get pottery in here too. The big concentrate of the pottery is just there at the cliff edge before it drops right down to the old sheep paddock. Alright, go back that way. Another nail. Bit of blue pottery. Once again, it's just up where they've turned the soil over for the tree line. It's not more than an inch or two down. Could be modern, it could be old, I don't know. I'm no pottery expert. But it's in here. It's under these tree roots, so it's been in here a little while. There's a lot more pottery in over that way. There's a few bricks are up here too, or hand-carved stones up here as well. Get a steep downhill bit here, that's where they ran the sheep paddock. That is a nail. Got the head of a nail. It's longer than my hand. Yeah, I would say right smack bang under the foundation of where the house was. Smirk on top of the hill, and just on that ridge there, it drops off. The cars down the bottom about 300 yards. But here is just nails and pottery. I'll try the AT Pro, give it a go, why not? Something that is interesting. That looks like it's round at the bottom, or rounded off at the bottom. But I won't damage it yet. I'll clean that when I get home. Tap head? Not sure. Not sure. It's definitely got some. Yeah, we'll clean it. Looks like some lines are on the cross up there. Give it a clean when I get home. Not too deep. Infinium just picked up everything, so I can't give you any signals, but could be something on that. That is something interesting. More interesting than the nails. Don't know what this is, but it's heavy. It's just iron. It's going to need a good clean. lean towards a metal door. It could be a hinge, a channel, so a bit of iron. Not far from where I had that little key over there. This little mound, it's great. It's all sorts of metal, but it's hard going. Another bit of metal, multiple round there, raised up on that side. Not just we can tell about it. Last what was over there? Possibly there actually a door for an oven. Who knows? Yeah, back in the car. I'll change detectors. But this bag is absolutely full of iron. But I'll try the AT Pro for a while. Give my arm a bit of a break. Give me a chance to lighten that bag up. I'll try down that way. I haven't done much that way. I've actually done very little that way, so I'll go that way, the other boundary. Yeah, I just walked up that way. What sort of iron and trash signals? Got enough trash on here. AT Pro is fine and stuff, but just by that one laying in the dirt. Not that old. This bottle is the property of Tasmania Bottle Co. So we are still in Tasmania and walk out of there. But it's an intact bottle. I'll stick it up in the shop, someone might be curious about it. Just about ran out of this hedge line. We'll see how far we can go. Thought I'd wander a bit. Now 100 metres past the estate. That's an axe head. It'll be hollow once I clean that out, but it's a little axe wood splitter. I am amongst once been for a century forestry, so somebody would have been chopping it. Anyway, working my way back towards those hawthorn trees if I can get in there. Coming from a different angle, see what we find. Next mystery item. I think it's brass. It's not rusting. You can see the pattern to a smooth bore at the end and a key. Not sure. It's a valve of some sort, but what would it be in the 1830s?